Most importantly, the accuracy of your result in addition and subtraction of decimals depends on the arrangement. The arrangement is done based on the place value of the digits. So in the first arrangement, the decimal points must stay on top of each other. So I'll put the dots on top of each other, like this. The upper decimal point is for the 3.35.531 and the lower decimal point should be for 41.12. With the dots in place, the next thing is to place the corresponding place values. So we're going to have 35 point 531 on top of 41.12. The place value is intact. 3 and 4 are tens. They stay on top of each other. 5 and 1 are units. They also stay on top of each other. Let's go to the side after the decimal point. 1 is 1000. It is alone. There's nothing under 1. 3 and 2 are hundreds. These are hundreds. 5 and 1 are tens. Okay, with all this in place, with all the place values intact, the next thing is to add, starting from the far right. First rewrite the expressions. 35.531 plus 41.12. Get a line down here. 1, 5, 6, 6, 7. So there you have it. 76.651. 76.651. Multiplication of decimals. For multiplication, there is one additional method. But before we go into that, let's finish with the arrangements first. For the first arrangement, a decimal point on top of the decimal point. We have 17.636. Okay. Let's keep that for now. Move on to step 2. For the next arrangement, place value on top of place value. Place value on top of place value. So we will have 17.36 on top of those. 4.65. 7 and 4 are units. 7 and 4 are units. 1 is the only tens. 6 and 5 are hundreds. 3 and 6 are tens. So with all the place values intact, the next thing is to multiply starting from the far right. Just like in addition, multiplication also starts from the far right. So we multiply 17.36 times 4.65. Zero 8 6 8. Okay, I don't have a space here. Let me get up here. Let me start from here. 17.36 multiplied by 4.65. 5 times 6, 30. 0. Carry 3. 5 times 3, 15, plus 3, 18. 8, carry 1. 5 times 7, 35, plus 1, 36. 6, carry 3. 5 times 1, 5, plus 3, 8. 86, 80. Then go to 6. Multiplication is done by taking each digit of the lower figures and multiplying it by each digit of the upper figures, just like in opening brackets. So for 6, we're gonna have 6, 1, 4. 10. 4. 4 times 6, 24. 4, carry 2. 4 times 3, 12, plus 2, 14. 4 again. Carry 1. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 1, 29. 9, carry 2. 4 times 1, 4, plus 2, 6. So we'll add up everything. 0, 8 plus 6, 14. 4, carry 1. 1 plus 6, 7. 7 plus 1, 8. 8 plus 4, 12. 2, carry 1. 1 plus 8, 9. 9 plus 4, 13. 13 plus 4, 17. 7, carry 1. 1 plus 9, 10. 0, carry 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 6, 8. 807,240. When multiply, do not bother about the decimal point. Leave it out for now. Just leave it out. We'll bring it in later. We'll bring it into the equation. Okay. This is where we bring in the decimal point. Determine the total places of decimal. Count the total places of decimal to determine your position of decimal point. So what this means is that you are going to count the total decimal places for the two figures. Then use that to determine the new position of decimal point. So first of all, let's write our result here. Our result is 807,250. So we're going to count the total decimal places for the two figures that has been multiplied together. The two figures were 17.36 and 4.65. 17.36 is having two decimal places. 4.65 is also having two decimal places. So the two figures altogether have 4 decimal places. Going back to our result, we'll now count 4 decimal places and put a dot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our decimal place should be here. 80.7250. 80.7550. This is the new position of the decimal point, the final answer. Division of decimals. The rules for division are different from those of addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Let's take a look. First of all, you change the decimal to whole numbers. To change the decimals to whole numbers, first locate the figure with the highest number of decimal places. 0.57 has 2 decimal places. Next, shift the decimal point 2 places to the right for both figures. In other words, multiply by 100. So I'm going to shift this decimal place 1, 2. So my decimal place come here. That means instead of 0.57, I will have 57.0. The decimal place moves 2 places to the right. The same thing should happen to 2.3. So if the decimal place shifts 2 places to the right, 1, it will be 2. If you shift 1 place, 2.3 becomes 23. If you shift another additional 1 place, it becomes 230. Each of the figures have been multiplied by 100. You are shifting the decimal 2 places to the right because the figure with the highest number of decimal places is 0.57 and it has 2 decimal places. So we now have 57 over 230 instead of 0.57 over 2.3. Now I'm going to divide by using the method of long division. So if we're using long division, the divisor and the dividends stays in their respective places. 57, 230. Going by long division, 57 is the divisor and 230 the dividend. So 230 into 57. Cannot 0 point, so we add a 0 here. 230 into 570 should goes 2 times. 2 times 230 is 460. We subtract 1, 1, 0. 110. Okay. So 2 multiplied by 230 is 460, and you get 110. 230 into 110 cannot, we add more zeros. 230 into 1100 should be around 4 times. 460 multiplied by 230, 920. Zero 9 1. 230 into 190 cannot, we bring down the other 0. 230 into 1900. So we're gonna have something like 8. So this will go on and on and on. At the end you have something like 0.248. That is how we perform division of decimals by using the method of long division. First, change the decimal to whole numbers by shifting the decimal points. Then divide by using the method of long division.